You are looking live at the Bravera Field here at Sanford Sports Complex in Dickinson, North Dakota for a Frontier Conference matchup between the Dickinson State University Bluehawks and the Valley City State University Vikings. Both teams, this is the back end of a doubleheader. Both teams played yesterday with DSU coming away with wins in both games by a score of 4-0 and a score of 9-4 here. DSU on the year right now has an overall record of 24-12 with a conference record of 12-4, where the Vikings, coming off a sweep last week of Dakota State, they are 16-5 with a 6-4 conference record. They're 5-0 at home, but just 2-5 on the road, 9-10 on a neutral field. The Bluehawks 8-2 at home, 5-3 on the road with a neutral record of 11-7. Let's get into the starting lineups here. We'll start first. Leading off for the Bluehawks is going to be shortstop Stockton Stevenson. Batting second is going to be Selena Wilharm. And batting third is going to be Brooke Lajewski. And batting cleanup for the Bluehawks is going to be Kylie Hubby, the third baseman. Batting fifth is Octavia Meyer, number 17. She is going to be she is the catcher. And batting sixth is number 28, Jaden Sable. She is the first baseman. Batting seven is Vienna Meyer, and playing right field wearing number 16. Batting eighth is going to be Allie Farrington in center field wearing number 6. And rounding out the lineup for the Bluehawks is Izzy Kelly playing left field. In the circle for the Bluehawks today is going to be Ava Yonner, as looks like they're going to do the announcing for the lineup for the Vikings here. So we'll go over in the field what the Vikings lineup is. It is going to be at catcher Reagan Miras. At first base is going to be Pascal Keene. Second base is going to be Kylie Bannard. Third base is Caitlin McNeil. Shortstop Aaliyah Nicola. And in the outfield is going to be Avery Kuklinski in left field. Jenna Decker, the center fielder. And in right field is going to be Madden Bogenreef. And in the circle for the Vikings today is going to be Maddie Hazelton. The umpires for today's game, behind the dish, is going to be Todd Fisher, and out in the field is going to be Jefferson Beck. As Valley City is going to be the home team in this doubleheader today, as the lineups have been announced, and we're going to have the national anthem. So we're going to take a break here for the national anthem, and we are going to be back here for the first pitch here live on Consolidated Channel 18 and the DSU YouTube channel.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities, from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
You have big dreams for your community. At Bravera, so do we. Giving back more than $1 million locally each year. It's something bigger than time and money. We give heart. Wearing bright yellow and lending a hand. It's not just giving back.
Watch your step.
It's building forward.
Nice and easy.
With local sponsorships and decision making, the impact is felt everywhere. It's who we are. Bravera. Let's forge ahead together.
At Consolidated, we believe that neighbors serving neighbors is what it's all about. Now, when you partner with us, we'll give you up to $150 bill credit for every neighbor or friend you refer to Consolidated. Receive a $50 credit for one service, a $100 credit for two, even $150 for all three services. Choose from internet, telephone, or cable TV. Plus, there's no limit on referrals. Get to know your neighbor and earn $150 in bill credit. Find out more at consolidatednd.com.
Back here live at Bravera Field as pitcher for the Vikings, Maddie Hazelton, who's just across the Red River out of Moorhead, Minnesota. She is a sophomore, Winona, Minnesota. She comes in on the year. She's got an 8-9 record. She's appeared in 22 games, started 17, 9 complete games here. She has given up 48 earned runs on the year, 69 total, giving up 96 hits. She's already pitched 92 and a third innings on the season so far, 92 strikeouts here. Also has 2 saves on the season, as it looks like leadoff hitter for the Bluehawks is Stockton Stevenson. She comes from Dawson Community College, hometown of Hooper, Utah. Left-handed hitter for the Bluehawks. Junior, batting .380 on the year. As the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Gets by catcher Reagan Miras. McNeil over at third playing in, as is first baseman Pascal Keene. As Hazelton looks at her wrist coach. Second pitch misses low again. Ball 2, 2-0. So quickly Hazelton falls behind in the count, 2-0. As that pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1 count now to Stevenson. Stevenson with 19 RBIs on the year. This pitch from Stevenson is going to be opposite. McNeil fields it, but it's going to be foul. So it evens the count up 2-2, and we're going to do it all over again. Stevenson's also walked 15 times this year, has an on-base percentage of .472, as pitch from Hazelton is on the way, and that one misses just outside, making it a full count. Both corner infielders still playing in for the Vikings. Wind coming in from the south today. Nice breeze as that pitch misses, and just like that, the Bluehawks have their leadoff hitter on. That's going to bring up second baseman Selina Wilharm, also wearing number 2. Batting .387 on the year, played in all 36 games for the Bluehawks this year. As the pitch from Hazelton, both infielders playing in, as squares to bunt. Stevenson's going to get over easily. Good play there by the Vikings to get the force out, as Wilharm does her job, advances Stevenson over to second. For the first out, that's going to bring up number 26, Brooke Lejiski. Wearing number 26, batting .422 on the year. He's got a runner in scoring position as she hits a grounder to shortstop Nicola, who throws it over to Keene. And quickly, after the leadoff walk, Hazelton is 1 out away from getting out of this inning unscathed. That's going to bring up cleanup hitter Kylie Hubby, number 8. Out of Havre, Montana. As first pitch from Hazelton finds the strike zone for strike one. Stevenson over at third. Infield at about normal depth. Pitch from Hazelton on the way, and that one's going to be fouled off just past that first base dugout where the Vikings are. 0-2 count now to the cleanup hitter for the Bluehawks. As the pitch from Hazelton, that one's fouled back to the screen. 0-2 count now. Octavia Meyer is on deck. Oh-2 count. Stevenson still at third. Bluehawks looking to draw first blood. As that ball fouled back to the screen again. 0-2 still. Valley City in their red uniforms, white pants. Bluehawks, looks like it's blue with gray pinstripes on the pants. As that pitch misses outside for ball one. 1-2 count now. 2 outs. Stevenson got on with a walk and then moved over on a sac bunt and a fielder's choice. As the pitch from Hazelton on the way, and that one's going to be fouled off. 6th pitch of the at-bat on the way. Good battle going on between Hazelton and Hubby. As that one's going to be a fly ball out into right center field. Bogenreef getting under it, and that is going to retire the Bluehawks in the top half of the first inning. They get no runs, no hits. There were no Viking errors, and 1 runner left on base after a half inning complete here on Consolidated Channel 18. Hub scoreboard reads 0-0. We'll be back right after this.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Need a new car? Well, Dan is your man.
What do you mean I'm your man?
Well, you're the one that came up with the idea of free car washes for life.
That was a great idea. Look, here comes another one.
Da-da-da! Crime fighters to the rescue! Buy any vehicle from Dan Porter Motors and enjoy free car washes for life.
Gonna need more bubbles.
Wait a second. Who's Bubbles?
Dan Porter Motors, baby approved, grown up guaranteed.
Back here at Bravera Field for the bottom half of the first inning as Ava Yanner is in the circle today for the Bluehawks. She is an ERA of 4.35, 5-2 on the year, appeared in 12 games. As her first pitch finds the strike zone for strike one to leadoff hitter Pascal Keene, playing first base today. Keene batting .330 on the year. As she hits a liner right back to Yanner, and she snags it. Nice reflexes there by Yanner. The sophomore out of Dickinson won 3 state championships for the midgets back when she was in high school. Senior Athlete of the Year, Gatorade player in North Dakota her senior year. As that brings up Madden Bogenreef, the right fielder. Ash, she gets a hold of the first pitch back to the screen for strike one. The on deck for the Vikings is going to be Kennedy Stone. Then cleanup is Kylie Banfield. The second baseman batting fifth is Jenna Decker, the center fielder. Teammates with Ava Yanner back in high school. As Bogenreef flies out to left field. Izzy Kelly underneath it for out 2. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down for the Bluehawks As that brings up Kennedy Stone. After Jenna Decker, though, is going to be Reagan Miros, the catcher. Batting 7 is Maddie Hazelton pitching. And then in the 8th spot is Avery Kuklinski. And rounding out the lineup for the Vikings is Aaliyah Nicola, the shortstop. As the pitch from Yonner on the way. And a big swing and a miss by Stone. 0-1 count. And you're catching for the Bluehawks is Octavia Meyer. Over at first is Jaden Sable. Second base, Selena Wilhelm, as Stone fouls off. Strike 2. Over at third base is Kylie Hubby. And in shortstop is Stockton Stevenson. In the outfield is going to be left fielder Izzy Kelly, center fielder Allie Farrington, and in right field, Vienna Meyer. As the pitch from Yonner on the way, just misses. Outside and high for ball 1. 1-2 count here from Yonner as pitch. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one misses just high. Try to rise ball. Stone lays off it. Evens the count up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in this first inning of this game. As the pitch from Yonner, that one misses inside, making it a full count. As pitch from Yonner on the way, that one's going to be fouled off behind the first base dugout of the Vikings. Stone batting .430 on the year, has 24 RBIs, 4 home runs. As misses just outside. Stone holds off on it. As the Vikings have their first base runner of the game. It's going to bring up cleanup hitter number 97, Kylie Bannard. Betting .389 on the year. As she swings, it misses at strike 1. 0-1 count. Infield at normal depth for the Bluehawks. As the pitch from Yonner on the way. That one's going to be fouled off just into the Viking dugout. Quickly again. Yonner gets ahead 0-2 to cleanup hitter for the Vikings. That one misses. Stone leads off from first. Looked like she was thought about stealing, but ended up going back to first. 1-2 count. Pitch on the way from Yonner. That one just misses high. Evens the count up at 2-2. Two-two pitch from Yonner. That one swing and a miss, and Yonner gets out of this inning. The Bluehawks give up no runs, no hits. There were no Bluehawk errors, and 1 runner left on base after 1 complete here on the Hub scoreboard. We are still tied 0-0. We'll be back in 60.
Boy Toys.
Back here as the first pitch to Octavia Meyer misses low. Hazelton in her second inning of work got around a leadoff walk to get out of the inning unscathed. Still 0-0. As Octavia Meyer, the lefty, gets out of the way for ball 2. Octavia Meyer, a freshman out of Billings, played her high school softball at Billings Senior High School. As the pitch from Hazelton, that's going to be flied out to the third baseman. Weak foul ball over to McNeil as she gets under it for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up number 28, Jaden Sable, batting .357 on the year, 14 RBIs, slugging percentage of .464. The pitch on the way, finds the strike zone for strike 1. Sable out of Porterville, California, from Monachi High School. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. That's going to be fouled off to the screen. 0-2 count. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Hazelton gets her first strikeout of the day. Nice pitch there, which is going to bring up Vienna Meyer, number 16. She's batting .303 on the year, 13 RBIs. Slug percentage of .606. Also has 3 home runs. She watches ball 1 out of 1-0 count from Hazelton, looking to go 3 up, 3 down as that pitch misses low for ball 2. 2-0 count. Hazelton winds. Here's the delivery. That's low. Oh, no. Todd Fisher says otherwise. Strike 1. Got it right at the knees. As Meyer hits a liner over to Pascal Keene. She catches it, and that retires the Bluehawks in order. They get no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And after an inning and a half complete, we are still tied on the Hub scoreboard, 0-0. We'll be back right after this.
For over 50 years, Furniture City in Dickinson has been a part of your home because they have always believed family comes first. Now the time has come. These are the final days before they close their doors. Everything in the store must go, including all odds and ends and the office furniture. So don't miss out on your last chance to save on the furniture you love. Stop in and see them one last time. Furniture City, West Villard in Dickinson. 50 years of helping your family feel at home.
At Infinity Real Estate Group, we go to great lengths to find the answers to most any questions our clients may have. We strive to do our best to personalize your buying or selling experience with firsthand knowledge.
I really love Dickinson. How is the weather here in North Dakota?
You know what? It's amazing. We can have all 4 seasons in 1 week. When it's time to choose the team to represent you with all your real estate needs, choose Infinity Real Estate Group. Experience the Infinity way.
Infinity Real Estate Group.
Back here at Bravera Field here on Consolidated Channel 18 as Ava Yanner begins her second inning of work, which is going to be facing her former high school teammate, Jenna Decker. Jenna Decker, a sophomore, also won 3 state titles with the Midgets. As the pitch to Yonner misses high, evens the count up at 1-1. Decker batting .340 on the year, 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, slugging percentage of .460. As Decker fouls that one off behind the first base dugout of the Vikings. It's a 1-2 count now as Yonner steps back on the mound. As that pitch is fouled back again. 1-2. As Yonner winds, here's the delivery, swing and a miss, and Yonner gets her first strikeout of the day, striking out her former teammate. That's going to bring up number 11, Reagan Miras, batting .309 on the year, has 21 hits, scored 6 runs, 22 RBIs, does have 1 home run. This Valley City team doesn't have quite the power that DSU does. Looking at the home runs, as the pitch from Yonner finds the strike zone for strike 1. Leading the home runs right now for the Vikings is Kylie Bannard with 5. As Yonner's pitch is fouled off again right by the bullpen of the Vikings. Quickly getting ahead in the count, 0-2. As that pitch just misses the strike zone for ball 1. Making the count 1-2. Yonner steps back onto the mound. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and that's another strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts for Yonner, as that brings up the pitcher, Maddie Hazelton, who Maddie is batting .300 on the year, 7 RBIs. 5 doubles, as that pitch from Yonner finds the strike zone for strike 1. Still 0-0 here in this bottom half of the second inning. As that's going to be a grounder over to Stevenson. She's going to pick it up. Good scoop by Sable. And just like that, 3 up, 3 down. The Vikings get no runs on no hits. There were no Bluehawk errors, and nobody left on base after 2 complete. We're still deadlocked at 0-0 on the Hub scoreboard. We'll be back right after this.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Back here at Bravera Field for the top half of the third inning, leading off for the Bluehawks is going to be Allie Farrington, wearing number 6, the center fielder. Farrington has 23 RBIs on the year, batting .284. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. Her third inning of work, as that one's hard ground ball, just foul. Both teams have only had 1 base runner to this point. Hazelton has the one strikeout. As pitch on the way, that one misses high. Farrington thought about it, held off wisely, evens the count up at 1-1. As Hazelton looks at her wrist coach, pitch on the way, that one misses just high. 2-1 count now to Farrington out of Peoria, Arizona, from Liberty High School, sophomore for the Bluehawks. As that pitch finds the outside corner for strike 2, evens the count up at 2-2. Infield at normal depth for the Vikings. As Hazelton gets the sign, pitch on the way. That one's fouled off the third base side out of play. Actually going to be going almost. Oh, it did go into the field where Dickinson High and Minot High are playing today. A lot of action here going down at the Sanford Health Sports Complex. As Hazelton's pitch on the way, that one misses, making it a full count, 3-2 to the Bluehawks sophomore. As the pitch on the way, that one misses high, and similarly to the first inning, the Bluehawks have their leadoff runner on by the way of the walk, and that's going to bring up the 9-hitter for the Bluehawks. It's going to bring up left fielder Izzy Kelly, wearing number 31. Kelly batting .231, and she's going to bunt, and the only play that the Vikings are going to have is over to first. Good play by McNeil to get over and get the ball over to Keene for the force out. That's going to move Farrington over to second. Now it's going to bring up leadoff hitter Stockton Stevenson for the Bluehawks. She reached, made it all the way to third, but was not able to score. She reached on a walk. As that pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count. Farrington over at second. McNeil and Keene playing in at first and third. Expecting a bunt here, as she does square to bunt. That's going to be high over the screen and actually goes over our press box here at Bravera Field. 0-2 count now. Would not expect Stevenson to bunt here, but McNeil still playing in at third. As that pitch misses, Stevenson lays off. 3-1 count, or 1-2 count, excuse me, to the junior. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. It's going to be a grounder hit over to Nicola, as there's not going to be a play, and it's going to get by Banner. Farrington's going to move over to third, as Nicola tried to get Farrington over at second and get the lead runner, but it goes by. She would have been safe anyways. So now we have runners on the corners here. That's going to be, I believe that's going to go as an E4. Stevenson's going to reach. And now the Bluehawks have runners on the corners for the catcher, or second baseman, excuse me, Selena Wilharn. She had a sac bunt in the first inning. McNeil playing in, seeing if there's going to be a squeeze. Wouldn't be surprised. As Stevenson steals, there's not even going to be a throw over. As Stevenson moves over on the stolen base. Now, Bluehawks have 2 runners in scoring position for Wilharm. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. That one misses high for ball 2. Wilharm with 2 home runs on the year. As Hazelton's pitch, that's going to be a line drive right at the first base dugout. There, 2-1 count. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. McNeil playing in as she's going to get a bunt. Gets out of the way. And after all that, there's... Ooh, Stevenson goes home. She's going to be tagged out. Took a glove to the face. Quickly, head coach Kristen Fleury and athletic trainer Jess Smith over to check on her as you take a look on the instant replay as Farrington scores easily. I believe they did get Wilharm at first, as they did get her. Stevenson gets up, and she's going to be all right. But the Bluehawks do get 1 run on no hits. There was one Viking error and nobody left on base. As we are 2.5 complete, the Bluehawks lead the Vikings 1-0. As we'll just keep it here as both teams warming up. Luckily, Stevenson was okay. As Farrington scores, as I try to update my score sheet. Farrington scores, so Wilharm bunted. She ducked out of the way as there were 3 Vikings collapsing in. Wasn't sure who threw it from the Vikings, but they were able to get it over to first, get the out, and then, as you take a look there on the replay, as Stevenson's head just bounced off the turf, being aggressive on a double play. As the first pitch to Kuklinski finds the strike zone for strike 1. That's going to be as Kuklinski, the left fielder. That ball misses, ball 1 from Yonner in her 3rd inning of work. Kuklinski, a lefty, pitch on the way, that misses just high for ball 2. Kuklinski out of Esco, Minnesota junior. That one's going to be a grounder over to Hubby. She's going to pick it up, throw it over to Sable, and quick work as the Bluehawks get their first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Aaliyah Nicola, the shortstop. Nicola wearing number 24, batting .215 on the year. Right-handed batter. Pitch on the way. That one finds the bottom of the inside corner for strike 1. Keela from Lenox, South Dakota, as she fouls off that pitch for strike 2. Yonner with 3 strikeouts already, looking for a 4th. It won't be on that pitch. That ball misses for ball 1. Pitch from Yonner on the way. That's going to be a fly ball. Sable getting underneath it, tracking. Going a little bit foul, but she gets underneath it for out number 2. Because that's going to be down to F3 in the scorebook. And that's going to bring up the top of the order for the Vikings. It's going to bring up Pascal Keene, the first baseman. Number 6 out of Steinbach, Manitoba. Just a freshman. As Yonner looks to go 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom half of the third, as it's just going to take one pitch as Yonner underneath it. And just like that, 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. And after 3 complete, the Bluehawks lead on the Hub scoreboard 1-0. We'll be back in 60.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, easy and secure online banking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org, Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean-burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most, with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company, locally owned, locally strong, the products you need with the service you deserve.
Back here at Bravera Field for the top half of the 4th inning as Brooke Lejeski fouls off. Pitch just missing the third base side. Bluehawks lead 1-0 on the Hub scoreboard. Lejeski 0 for 1. She grounded into a fielder's choice in the first inning. As she checks her swing for strike 2. Wasn't able to get the bat back in time, so quickly falls behind in the count 0-2. Lejeski has 8 home runs on the year, leading the Bluehawks. As that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Lejeski out of Casper, Wyoming, played previously at Dawson Community College in Glendive. 1-2 count. Hazelton with the pitch on the way. Her 4th inning of work, and she swings and misses at strike 3 for the first out of the inning. It's going to be Hazelton's second strikeout of the day, and that's going to bring up cleanup hitter for the Bluehawks, the third baseman Kylie Hubby, a righty. Out of Lake Stevens, Washington, previously played at North Georgia, as she flies it out to right field. Bogenreef getting underneath it and gets that second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down, only 1 pitch there from Hazelton. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 17, Octavia Meyer. She flew out to the third base, her first at bat. Hazelton looking to go 3 up, 3 down. As pitch on the way, that one misses high for ball 1. Meyer lays off it. Freshman from Billings, lefty. As that pitch misses low for ball 2. 2-0 count to the 5 hitter for the Bluehawks. 4th inning, Bluehawks lead 1-0. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. That one misses low. Quickly behind in the count, 3-0. As Meyer squares the bunt, pulls it back for strike 1. 3-1 count now. Hitters count coming up to the Bluehawk freshman. McNeil over at third base playing in. She swings and lines right to McNeil. McNeil is there, and we got 3 up, 3 down for the Bluehawks. Again, no runs, no hits, no Viking errors, and after 4.5 complete, or 3.5 complete, excuse me, the Bluehawks lead on the Hub scoreboard 1-0. We'll be back in 60 here on Consolidated Channel 18.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
You have big dreams for your community. At Rivera, so do we. Giving back more than $1 million locally each year. It's something bigger than time and money. We give heart. Wearing bright yellow and lending a hand. It's not just giving back.
Watch your step.
It's building forward.
Nice and easy.
With local sponsorships and decision making, the impact is felt everywhere. It's who we are. Rivera. Let's forge ahead together.
Back here at Bravera Field, I am Dylan Gresh here for the bottom half of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Vikings is going to be Madden Bogenreef as she fouls off Ava Janner's pitch behind the third base side. It's going to be 0-1 count. Bogenreef flew out to the right fielder, her first at-bat of this game, as Janner's pitch misses high, evens the count up at 1-1. Bogenreef out of Moorhead, Minnesota, just across the Red River, as that's going to be a line drive that just hung up in the air just long enough for Izzy Kelly. I thought that was going to be able to drop down, but good play there by the Blue Hawk left fielder for the first out of the inning. As that brings up Kennedy Stone. She has been the only base runner for the Vikings today. She reached on a walk in the first inning, but did not score. As that pitch is fouled back to the screen. 0-1. Janner's done a good job pitching today. Outside of the first inning, she has retired the side 1-2-3, 1-2-3 in the second and third innings. As Janner steps back onto the mound. Pitch on the way. That one inside corner, that's going to get just foul. Ooh. That would have gone for extra bases, but just foul. And Janner is ahead in the count, 0-2. Janner steps back onto the mound. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses just outside. 1-2 count to Kennedy Stone. Stone out of Blaine, Minnesota, junior. As that pitch does not drop into the strike zone. Good idea by Janner. Just missed. 2-2 count now. As that pitch is going to be a fly ball out in the gap into right center field. That's going to be extra bases as Stone slides in with a double as the Vikings get their first hit of the game. As nice piece of hitting there by Kennedy Stone. That's going to bring up Kylie Brand, number 97, Kylie Bannard. She struck out in her first at-bat. Janner steps back onto the mound. One runner in scoring position. Tying run for the Vikings over at second as Bannard fouls back a pitch to the screen for strike one. That pitch Fouled back, almost in the exact same spot. And Yonner quickly gets ahead in the count, 0-2. Bannard batting .389 on the year, 5 home runs. The leader for the Vikings in home runs. As that pitch misses outside, 1-2 the count. That pitch misses high again, 2-2 count now. To Bannard. Bannard out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, a sophomore for the Vikings. As that's going to be a fly ball, weak fly ball that Jaden Sable gets underneath it for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Jenna Decker, the center fielder. Dickinson native. She struck out her first at-bat, looking to tie this game up with a base hit. That would send Stone around as that pitch misses high for ball 1. Stone still at second after the leadoff, or not leadoff double. There was one out prior to that. As it's going to be a line drive. It's going to get down as they wave Stone around. She's going to score as Jenna Decker ties this game up with an RBI single. Nice piece of hitting there by the sophomore from for the Vikings. And we are now tied 1-1 now here after 2 hits this inning so far by the Vikings. As that brings up Reagan Miras, the catcher, number 11, out of Plymouth, Minnesota. As Decker goes, and a throw down by Meyer, and they got her! And the threat ends there, but not before. The Vikings get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Bluehawk errors and nobody left on base. After 4 complete, we are deadlocked on the Hub scoreboard, 1-1. We'll be back in 60.
Have you ever left home wondering if you locked the front door or closed the garage door? Did you forget to turn out the lights or lower the thermostat? Who's watching and protecting your home when you're away? Consolidated Home Security and Automation can take care of the little things so you don't have to. With 24/7 monitoring backed by local techs and support, Consolidated has you covered. Call 483-4000. Convenience, comfort, and control in one app. Total peace of mind.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Back here at Bravera Field for the top half of the 5th inning. A fast-going, tight game here in Dickinson as Jaden Sable is set to lead off for the Bluehawks. She struck out in her first at-bat as she swings and misses at strike 1. Hazelton, her 5th inning of work. Starting her 5th inning of work. So far, only giving up the 1 run not earned. Actually, that would be an earned run, I should say. She did. Farrington did reach on a walk. As 0-2 count now, quickly to Sable. As Sable watches strike 3, finds the outside corner for the out number 1. That's going to bring up right fielder Vienna Meyer, wearing number 16. The freshman out of Billings. Meyer with 17 RBIs on the year. That one, first pitch is fouled off back at the screen on the first base side. 0-1 count now to Hazelton. As Hazelton gets the sign. Pitch on the way. That one misses low for ball one. Evens the count up at 1. We got aces wild here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Score is also tied 1-1. Here on the Hub scoreboard. As the pitch from Hazelton is on the way. That one's going to be a grounder over to Bannard at second base. She scoops it up, throws it over to Keene for out number 2. So that's going to bring up the center fielder, number 6, Allie Farrington. She has the only run for the Bluehawks so far today. Reached on a walk and scored on that wild play to end the last inning. Or the third inning, I should say. She fouls that pitch back right at us. 4 strike 1. Farrington from Arizona, one of 3 players on Coach Fleury's roster from Arizona. As that pitch misses low for ball 1. Evens the count up at 1-1. Farrington, a sophomore. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a line drive and in through. It's going to find some green for a hit. And the Bluehawks got some 2-out hitting by way of Allie Farrington. As that brings up the 9-hitter for the Bluehawks. The left fielder, number 31, Izzy Kelly. She was out on that sack bunt in the 3rd inning. As see here, as Kelly watches ball 1 go by. 1-0 count, Farrington at first. The first hit for the Bluehawks today. As the pitch on the way, that one finds the strike zone for strike 1, evens the count up at 1-1. As that ball misses high, inside, ball 2, 2-1 count. Still 1-1, Farrington over at first. Pitch on the way, that one misses just outside. Hitters count now to Izzy Kelly. Kelly out of Cheyenne, Wyoming, just a freshman. One of several in this starting lineup for the Bluehawks, freshman, as she swings and misses at strike 2. Full count now. Farrington still at first. Hazelton looking to get around as she goes and swings on a foul tip. Kelly foul tips strike 3. So the threat ends. The Bluehawks get no runs on 1 hit, no Viking errors, and 1 runner left on base. After 4.5 complete, we are still tied on the Hub scoreboard, 1-1. We'll be back in 60.
Need a new car? Well, Dan is your man.
What do you mean I'm your man?
Well, you're the one that came up with the idea of free car washes for life.
That was a great idea. Look, here comes another one.
Da-da-da! Crime fighters to the rescue! Buy any vehicle from Dan Porter Motors and enjoy free car washes for life.
Gonna need more bubbles.
Wait a second. Who's Bubbles?
Dan Porter Motors, baby approved, grown up guaranteed.
Back here on Consolidated Channel 18 as the first pitch was just missed here on TV. Yonner's pitch misses high to Reagan Miras, who was at bat when Jenna Decker was caught stealing to end the fourth inning, an inning that saw the Vikings tie this game up. We got a 1-1 count now to Reagan Miras, the Vikings catcher. That one misses everything. It looked like it might have slipped out of Yonner's hand. That just rolls on the ground to the plate. Miras struck out her first at bat in the second inning, as that ball is fouled off hits the light pole. She is one of 3 of Yonner's strikeout victims today so far. As the 2-2 pitch on the way, that one misses high. We're going to have a full count now. As Yonner gets the sign. Full count pitch on the way. It's going to be a fly ball high. Sable tracking it and gets underneath it. Bounces into the dugout. Nice play as you take a look there on the Bravera instant replay. Good job by Sable to track that off the bat for the first out of the inning.
Number 14, Maddie Hazelton.
As that brings up the pitcher, Maddie Hazelton. She's 0 for 1 today, grounded out to the shortstop in the second. Has pitched a heck of a game so far. Has the pitch from Yonner on the way. Finds the inside corner for strike one. Yonner only given up 2 hits today so far. 3 strikeouts as Hazelton fouls that pitch off. 0-2 count now to the Viking pitcher. As Yonner's pitch on the way. And Hazelton finds the stairs at strike 3. Finds the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Yonner for her 4th strikeout of the day. As that brings up the 8-hitter, Avery Kuklinski. Wearing number 13. She's 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to third. First pitch misses for ball 1. That one, line drive, misses, or foul ball, strike 1. Evens the count up at 1-1. As Yonner waits for home plate ump Todd Fisher get behind the dish. He gives her the signal. She's good to go. 1-1 pitch on the way. Just high for ball 2. 2-1 count. That's going to be a foul back. Evens the count up at 2-2. We got Yonner 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and retiring the Vikings 1-2-3 in order. As Yonner gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled off the third base line. 2-2 again. We'll do it all over. As Yonner's pitch on the way. That one's fouled off. Now why not? We'll do it again. Two. Kuklinski up. Nikola on deck for the Vikings. Now it's going to be a fly ball into left field. Izzy Kelly, it's going to be over her head. Kuklinski rounding second, and she's going to be in with a stand-up double as the Vikings are looking to do a bit of a two-out rally here to get them the lead. Leading run is, go-ahead run, is on second, as that brings up Aaliyah Nicola. With the wind, it was a little bit tough to track for Kelly. Goes over her head, hits the fence, as it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. That's going to be Anna Kowalik,
Pinch hitting number 2, Anna
wearing
Kowalik.
number 2. Kowalik, just a freshman out of Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan. 0-2 count. That one, pitch from Yanner, finds the outside corner for strike 1. Kowalik batting .222 on the year, 3 RBIs. As that's going to be drop in to Meyer. They're going to be sending Kuklinski around, and it's going to bounce off Octavia Meyer, and the Vikings have the lead. Nice hitting. The pinch hit by Kowalik pays off. Good move there by head coach Gable, as the Vikings now have the lead. Going to advance to second on the throw, as it looks like now Nikola is coming in to run for Kowalik. Yes. Now that brings up leadoff hitter Pascal Keene. 0 for 2 on the day with a line out and a fly out to Ava Yanner. As that pitch from Yanner finds the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count. Nikola pinch running for Kowalik after the single over at second. Looking to add some extra runs, as that's going to be a grounder over to Hubby. She's going to scoop it up, get it over to Sable, and retire the Vikings. But not before the Vikings add another run on 2 hits. There were no Bluehawk errors, and 1 runner left on base after 5 complete. Here on the Hub scoreboard, the Vikings lead the Bluehawks 2-1. We'll be back right after this.
Big Boy Toys.
For over 50 years, Furniture City in Dickinson has been a part of your home because they have always believed family comes first. Now the time has come. These are the final days before they close their doors. Everything in the store must go, including all odds and ends and the office furniture. So don't miss out on your last chance to save on the furniture you love. Stop in and see them one last time. Furniture City, West Villard in Dickinson. 50 years of helping your family feel at home.
Back here at Bravera Field on Consolidated Channel 18, as you see, leadoff hitter for the Bluehawks, Stockton Stevenson, fouls off that first pitch from Hazelton for strike 1. Stevenson reached both times on a walk, made it all the way to third, and then was thrown out at home on that scary play where she was tagged out. As that pitch misses for ball 2. Luckily Stevenson's okay and is back playing. Bluehawks trail 2-1. And got a pitcher's duel ensuing as Stevenson hits a high chopper, and that's going to get right over McNeil's head. And that's going to be a hit for the Bluehawks, only their second of the day so far. That's going to bring up Selena Wilharm, the second baseman. She's 0 for 2. Grounded into that double play on the third inning, and then also had a sac bunt in the first. I would expect her to bunt here, as does McNeil playing in at third as she lays it down. That's going to be a foul ball. Stevenson over at first. Only 5 hits so far today combined between these two teams. As squares to bunt again. McNeil scoops it up, quickly gets it over to Banner, and is going to get behind her. Stevenson rounding second. Fleury is going to hold her over at third. And just like that, with nobody out, the Bluehawks have the tying run and the go-ahead run at second and third. Yeah, Stevenson's over at third. Wilharm's at third for the 3-hitter. Brooke Lejeski, 0 for 2 on the day, but has a chance to give the Bluehawks the lead with a base hit. Wilharm at second, Stevenson at third. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. That's going to be a line drive off the glove of Bannard. That's going to bring in Stevenson. They're sending, Stevenson's in, safe. And just like that, the Bluehawks have the lead. Good hitting there by Lejeski. Bounces off Bannard's glove, a hard hit ball. And Coach Fleury is aggressive as that brings in both Stevenson and Wilharm. And quickly, after giving up the lead, the Bluehawks respond and put them back in the lead. As you just saw there on that Bravera instant replay, it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner, and I missed who it was. It's going to bring up Kylie Hubby batting for the Bluehawks. Okay. All right, as Hazelton winds up, has her work cut out for a hard hit ball. That's going to go foul, 0-1 count. Hubby 0 for 2, flew out to the right fielder both times. She's going to square to bunt. That's going to be high, but out of reach for both Keene and Muris. Good diving effort there by Keene. As its pinch runner is going to be Jessa Dugan out of West Richland, Washington from Hanford High School. As Hubby waits the pitch from Hazelton. As it's going to be into right field. As looked like Bogenreef tried to get Hubby out, but Dugan out, but Dugan just a little bit too quick, and we're going to have another pinch runner. It looks like we're going to have number 33, Ashley Potter, out of Bismarck High School, as the bats have started to come alive for the Bluehawks. That's going to bring up back-to-back singles. That's going to bring up Octavia Meyer, looking for her first hit of the day, 0-2. Dugan and Potter at first and second. McNeil at third playing in. As Meyer squares the bunt, that's going to go foul. It looks like Kennedy Stone is now playing first base for the Vikings. As Myers squares the bunt again, and she quickly gets back. Both runners hold. As bunting really has the Viking infielders in a pretzel, really leaving nobody over to cover second if they do choose to steal, as Meyer pulls back again for strike 2. 1-2 count. As Hazelton looks over to the dugout and gets the sign from their coach. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a fly ball into right center field. That's going to be a gapper. That's going to score one for sure. We're going to see if they're going to send. Fleury is going to send her around, and the Bluehawks extend this lead to 5-2 on the hitting by Octavia Meyer. The double that's going to score Duggan and Potter, both running for Lajewski and Hubby, as now the Bluehawks lead 5-2 and stretch their lead to 3, as that brings up Jaden Sable, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. But the bats are hot. Hitting is contagious, folks. This is going to be a grounder over to a bunt to McNeil. That's going to move Meyer over to third for the first out of the inning, as that brings up Vienna Meyer, the right fielder, number 16, 0 for 2 on the day, looking to, I'm assuming they're twins, hit in her twin sister from third, as Meyer watches that first pitch from Hazelton inside and low. 1-0 count. Hazelton's pitch on the way. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Decker tracking. It's going to be over her head. Meyer is going to score, and Vienna Meyer is in with a stand-up double as the Bluehawks tack on another run. 6-2 lead for the Bluehawks.
Up next for the Bluehawks, number 6, Allie.
As it took a while, only had one hit coming into this inning, but now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here just in this top half of the 6th inning, as Coach Gable is going to be coming onto the mound, as Allie Farrington is going to have to wait. Had the only hit so far in this game. As we'll see if we do have a pitching change here. And it looks like Coach Gable is going to ride out his starter. And is going to stick with Hazelton. Still only one out here in this top half of the 6th inning. As if we take a look at the baseball for the Bluehawks, they lead 2-0 in the second down in Madison, Wisconsin. As McNeil playing in at third. Farrington tries to pull it, and it's going to be just foul. Quickly falls behind in the count 0-1. Farrington, the center fielder for the Bluehawks, reached both times, walked in the third, and had the hit in the fifth inning, excuse me, their Bluehawks' first hit of the day. As that pitch bounces in front of the plate, and it's going to be low, and Meyer steals second off the bouncing ball. Evens the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. Bluehawks lead 6-2 on the Hub scoreboard. Pitch from Hazelton on the way. It's going to be a grounder. And in through for Nicola. Through Nicola, as Farrington gets her second single of the day and another RBI.
Now batting number 31 is
as the Bluehawks now lead 7-2. extend this lead, give Yanner more run support as that brings up Izzy Kelly here. This is going to be the 9th batter so far of this inning, and it looks like we are going to be getting a pitching change here. And we're going to take a break here, but here as the Bluehawks lead 7-2, as we're going to get a pitching change, and we'll be back in 60 with the new pitcher, the Hub here on Consolidated Channel 18 on the Hub scoreboard. Bluehawks lead 7-2. We'll be back right after this.
At Infinity Real Estate Group, we go to great lengths to find the answers to most any questions our clients may have. We strive to do our best to personalize your buying or selling experience with firsthand knowledge.
Hey Ben, we love the house, but how's the hunting?
Actually, the hunting around here is great. I'd love to show you some spots.
When it's time to choose the team to represent you with all your real estate needs, choose Infinity Real Estate Group.
Rooster.
Experience the Infinity way.
Infinity Real Estate Group.
Back here at Bravera Field as Maddie Hazelton's day is done. She finishes 5 1/3 inning pitched with giving up 7 runs, 5 of them earned. She gave up 8 hits, 7 of them coming here in this top half of the 6th inning. The new pitcher for the Vikings is going to be Grace Folkema. She's got an 8.17 ERA so far, 2-2 on the year, appeared in 15 games. She started 10, 1 save, 36 innings, given up 47 hits, 48 runs, 42 of them earned, 42 walks, and 35 strikeouts so far. Given up 5 home runs and 2 triples, 7 doubles. As Folkema hails from Rush City, Minnesota, a junior, as Izzy Kelly, the 9th batter for the Bluehawks this inning. They look to bat around. As that pitch misses, Farrington leads from first. Looks like Kelly squares the bunt, misses, as Reagan Miras is actually moving over to third from first in place of McNeil, as Kelly squares the bunt for strike 1. 2-1 count to the 9-hitter for the Hawks. As Folkema pitch misses low. 4-3. Hitters count now to Kelly. Farrington at first. Looks like McNeil is catching now. Pitch on the way. Kelly squares the bunt, and that finds the outside corner for strike 2. Full count now, 1 out only. Bluehawks looking to bat around, and if Kelly is able to not end a double play, we will see that. As that pitch misses low, 4-4.
Now batting number 44, Stockton Stevenson.
And that's going to bring up Stockton Stevenson, who started this inning with a single and began this hit parade for the Bluehawks that have seen them score 6 runs and pull ahead 7-2 here on the Hub scoreboard. Stevenson reached all 3 at-bats so far today. 2 walks and a single, scored a run. As she swings and misses at strike 1. As Folkema winds. Here's the delivery. That one finds the outside corner for strike one. Runners at first and second. Farrington at second. Kelly at first as Folkema misses for ball one. 1-2 count, 1 out. Miras playing in at third. As Stevenson tries to go opposite, but just foul, out of play. Count's gonna stay at 1 and 2. Wilhelm on deck for the Bluehawks. Pitch on the way. That's going to be fouled back to the screen. Six hits so far for the Bluehawks this inning, and they are looking for more. As the pitch from Folkema is on the way, that one misses. Evens the count up at 2 and 2. Stevenson steps back in, waiting the pitch from Folkema. The pitch on the way. That one's going to be a half swing, fouled off to the third base side. Farrington at second, Kelly at first. Infield back to normal depth for the Vikings. As Folkema's pitch on the way, that one misses high. Good snag there by, I believe it is Reagan McNeil. I can't quite make out that number. Could not be. It might be actually Anna Kolick. As the full count pitch on the way, fouled off. Good reflexes there by Coach Fleury. Been the head coach for the Bluehawks for 17 years now. In her incredible coaching career, countless conference championships, had plenty of success in the national tournament as well. Yeah, as Folkema's pitch on the way. That one misses just outside, and that's going to load the bases for Selena Wilhelm. She's 0 for 3 on the day. Did score a run earlier this inning. Had a sac bunt in the first, and then grounded into a double play. One of the wilder double plays that you'll see in the third, and then reached on an error and scored here earlier in the sixth inning as she hits a fly ball out to right field, tracking foul, and a diving effort by Bogenreeve, but just out of her reach. 0-1. Folkema looking to get out of this jam after Hazelton went 5 1/3. Pitched well going into this inning, and then the bats came alive for the Hawks. As Folkema's pitch on the way, that one misses, finds the inside corner for strike one. (0-2) count now. Bluehawks have the bases loaded. Farrington at third, Kelly at first, and Stevenson at first. As that pitch misses high on the rise ball from Folkema. Fulcomus pitch on the way. That one hits her. That's going to be another run as Farrington scores for the Bluehawks. Extends this lead to 8-2. As Wilhelm moves over to first, Stevenson to second, and Kelly over to third. That brings up Brooke Lajewski. Had a single in the 6th inning. Was hit. He had the go-ahead RBIs for the Hawks. Now 7 runs so far this inning. 6 hits, only had 1 coming in. Now the bats are alive and woke him up as Lajewski's pit fouls off that one off the first base dugout of the Vikings. As Fulcomus steps back on the mound. Pitch on the way. That one misses inside for ball 1. Evens the count up at 1-1. Lajewski looking to extend this Blue Hawk lead. That pitch, that's going to be fouled off. Lajewski just behind it. Looks like we do have some action starting in the Viking bullpen. It looks like Cooper Clausen, going to warm up for the Vikings if Fulcomus not able to get out of this inning. As the pitch on the way, that one misses inside, evens the count up at 2-2. Hubby on deck for the Bluehawks. So Fulcomus gets the sign. As the pitch is on the way, that's going to be a grounder. That's going to be just foul. Lajewski tried to go opposite field, just a little bit late on that one. Lajewski, a senior out of Casper, Wyoming, previously at Dawson Community College before she came here to Dickinson. As Fulcomus pitch on the way, that one's going to miss inside. Now we have a full count here to the Bluehawks 3-hitter. Kelly at third, Stevenson at second, and Selena Wilhelm over at first. Bases still loaded, only 1 out here in this top half of the 6th inning. As the pitch from Fulcomus is on the way. That one's going to be a line drive in through between third and the shortstop. That's going to score 1 for sure, and we're going to have a play at the plate, and Stevenson is in safely as Kelly scores and Stevenson scores. And we now have a 10-2 lead for the Bluehawks here on the Hub scoreboard. As Wilhelm moves over to second, Lajewski over at first. The 7th hit of this inning as Kylie Hubby steps in. 1 for 3 on the day, singled in the first, also had some RBIs as well. Bluehawks now lead 9 runs this inning. 7th hit so far this inning. As the pitch on the way, that one finds the inside corner for strike 1. Wilhelm at second, Lajewski at first. That pitch misses. Wilhelm took off like she was going to steal, but then moves back over to second. As Fulcomus give a pitch on the way. That one's going to be fouled off by Hubby. 1-2 count. Octavia Meyer on deck. Pitch from Folkema on the way. It's going to be just foul. Line drive down the third base side. Hard hit ball, but just a little bit early. Folkema steps back onto the rubber. Pitch to Hubby on the way. That one misses inside for ball 2. As Lejewski caught halfway between second and first and able to get back. Looked like Kowalik just hesitated a little bit. Kennedy Stone was there if she did choose to throw over. But Lejewski gets back. As the pitch from Folkema on the way, it's going to be a line drive in through the shortstop, Nicola. Wilharm's going to score. Lejewski over to third. And now Hubby over to second, as now we have a 9-run lead for the Bluehawks.
Now batting number 17, Octavia Meyer.
As that brings up Octavia Meyer, who doubled and scored a run here. As Valley City is just doing anything they can. The bats, when the bats are hot, folks. And right now, the bats are hot for the Bluehawks. Eighth hit of the inning. As the threat is not over, as Lejewski's at third, Hubby's at second. As Octavia Meyer watches strike one find the outside corner. 0-1 count, still only one out though for the Bluehawks. As it's a check swing for strike 2. Folkema gets the sign from the dugout. Pitch is on the way. That one misses low for ball 1. Folkema steps back on the rubber. 1-2 pitch on the way. That's going to be a grounder right back to Folkema. She's going to scoop it up and throw it over to Stone. That's still going to score Lejewski from third and move Hubby over to third. But the Vikings do get their second out of the inning. As that brings up Jaden Sable, the only Bluehawk so far that has not reached today. She had a sac bunt earlier in this inning. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a sac bunt. Sable looking to extend this lead to 13-2 or 14-2 with a home run. Wind coming in a little bit from the outfield. As that pitch misses for ball 2. Sable steps back into the dugout, or the batter's box, excuse me, not the dugout. 2-0 pitch on the way. That one misses low. 3-0 count now to Sable. A freshman at Porterville, California. As that pitch misses, and on 4 pitches, Sable walks. As it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here. It looks like it's going to be Lily Newsom is going to be pinch running for For Sable.
Pitch running number 12, Lily Newsom.
Newsom, a freshman out of Stevensville, Montana.
Coming to the plate, number 16, Vienna Meyer.
As Vienna Meyer steps in, she 1 for 3 on the day. A line out and a ground out, and then doubled in her first at-bat here of the 6th inning. As runners on the corners for the Bluehawks. As the first pitch to Meyer finds the inside corner for strike 1. As Folkema steps back onto the mound. Pitch on the way. That one finds the strike zone for strike 2 on the inside corner. Hubby at third. Newsom at first. Meyer up. 0-2 pitch on the way from Folkema. Swing! Fouled off. Ooh, looks like she wore that a little bit too. As she walks to head coach Kristen Fleury. Just trying to collect herself. And she catches her breath, and Todd Fisher checks on her. Looks like she's going to be all right and step back into the box. There's the 0-2 pitch on the way. That one misses outside. 1-2 count now to the Bluehawk freshman. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field, going foul. Meyer got a hold of that one, but just early. Still 1-2 count. Hubby over at third, Newsom at first. 2 outs. Bluehawks looking to add on their 12th and 13th run of this inning. As that pitch misses low and inside, almost hit Meyer's feet. Evens the count up at 2. 2-2 now. 2 outs. Folkema looking to get out of this, which has been a brutal inning so far for the Vikings. Yeah, that's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be in through. Hubby's going to score. Newsom rounding second. Sending going into third. She's going to score. And this lead is extended off the bat of Vienna Meyer, as the lead now is 14-2 for the Bluehawks. Their 9th hit of this inning. And a good piece of hitting after she fell behind 0-2, battled back to make it a full count, and get a 2-out double and bring this lead on the Hub scoreboard 14-2. As that brings up Allie Farrington, who has reached 2 for 2 on the day, reached in all 3 plate appearances, walked in the 3rd, singled in the 5th and the 6th. Is really what got this hitting started. Actually had the first hit for the Bluehawks today, so in the 5th. As the pitch from Folkema misses 1-0. Meyer over at second. Bluehawks with 13 runs so far this inning. As the pitch from Folkema is on the way. That one finds the outside corner for strike 1. Farrington, 2 runs today so far. Had the first run. As that's going to be a foul ball out to over in between the dugout and bullpen for the Vikings. 1-2 count to the Bluehawks center fielder. As Folkema steps back on the rubber. As that's going to be a fly ball out to left field now. And that one's going to be out of play, foul. Kuklinski tracking it, but ran out of real estate there. Still a 1-2 count. Bluehawks with 9 hits and 13 runs so far this inning, according to my count. Only one error. That ball misses low, outside. Evens the count up at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Vienna Meyer over at second. Got to think a base hit here would extend this lead 15-2. As Folkema here gets into the wind-up pitch on the way. That one misses. And we've got a full count again. 3-2 now to Farrington. As the pitch from Folkema on the way. It's going to be a line drive. That's going to be in through. That's going to score Meyer. This lead's going to be 15-2 as Farrington then reaches second on the throw as another hit, the 10th hit of this inning, 14th run as the we're going to have another meeting by Coach Gable, and it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher. So we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with the new info on the pitcher. But here on Consolidated Channel 18 on the Hub scoreboard, the Bluehawks lead the Vikings 15-2.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
The Hub in North Dickinson is more than your ordinary convenience store. From Godfather's Pizza and the Hub Cafe to gourmet coffee, tea, and more. Stop by early for breakfast or grab something to go. We carry a variety of donuts that we make fresh every day. If your vehicle is dirty, we now have a state-of-the-art car wash at both locations. Stop in and see what we have to offer at the Hub located on North Highway 22 or the Hub West Dakota Oil on East Villard in Dickinson. We're changing the way people think about the convenience store industry.
Back here at Bravera Field here in Dickinson, North Dakota on this beautiful Saturday. It is Saturday afternoon actually right now as Grace Folkema's day is done for the Vikings. That's going to bring in Cooper Clausen for the Vikings to pitch, a Nora Springs, Iowa native, a sophomore. She is a 4.63 ERA on the year so far, a 5-4 record, appeared in 18 games, started 3, has pitched 56 innings with 56 strikeouts, 21 walks, given up 78 hits, 49 runs, 37 of them were earned. And the first batter she faces is Izzy Kelly, which completes. This will be the second time the Bluehawks have batted around in this game, as she swings and misses at strike 2. As Kelly swings and misses at strike 3 as this inning concludes, but not before the Bluehawks get 14 runs on 10 or 11 hits, 1 Viking error, and 1 runner left on base. After 5.5 complete, the Bluehawks lead on the Hub scoreboard 15-2. We'll be back right after this.
Saving money feels impossible when you're young, but Western Cooperative Credit Union is here to help. Our CU Succeed program gives you monthly interest payments, free checking, easy and secure online banking, and a 1% discount on a one-time loan. Plus, earn cash for being on the honor roll with our Good Grades program. Get started today at wccu.org, Western Cooperative Credit Union. Join the herd. Visit us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company proudly offers products and services that help fuel our customers' lives with clean burning propane and bulk fuel and convenient on-site delivery with premium farm and road fuels. We provide energy where and when you need it most with locations throughout Southwest North Dakota. West Dakota Oil and Fitterer Oil Company. Locally owned, locally strong. The products you need with the service you deserve.
Back here at Bravera Field as Ava Yonner begins her 6th inning of work with a nice lead to work with, 15-2 here on the Hub scoreboard, as the Vikings now need 6 runs for this game to continue because the 8-run rule is in play, as Bogenreef fouls off strike 1. The pitch misses high. Bogenreef 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out to the right fielder and a line out to the left fielder. As Yonner's pitch on the way, that one's going to be fouled off the end of the bat down the third base side for strike 2. A 1-2 count due up for the Vikings this inning is going to be Madden Bogenreef, Kennedy Stone, and Kylie Bannard. As Yonner's pitch on the way, swing and a miss for Yonner's 5th strikeout of the day and first out of this 6th inning. As that brings up a nice rise ball there by Yonner to get Bogenreef to bite on it. As that brings up number 43, Kennedy Stone. She has reached in both at-bats today, walked in the first and doubled in the 4th. It tied this game at this point. Yeah, as that first pitch from Yonner misses for ball 1. 1-0 count, pitch on the way. That one's going to be lined. Assistant coach for the Vikings gets out of the way. Matt Gable is the head coach for the Vikings. He's assisted by Vance Christensen, Riley Olstad, Savvy Williams, and managed by Lauren O'Laughlin. As Yonner's pitch on the way, that one misses just low for ball 2. 2-1 count. Stone, a junior out of Blaine, Minnesota, flies out to right field. Meyer tracking it. Nice catch there by the freshman for the second out of the game, or the inning, excuse me. 1 out shy of this game over. Vikings down to their last batter, and it's going to be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Hadley Gurley out of Weyburn, Saskatchewan. I think Gurley, a righty. Just a freshman. Pitch from Yonner on the way. That's going to be fouled off. 0-1 count. You're the last chance to give the Vikings some sort of life. They are on life support right now. As Yonner's pitch on the way. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Farrington underneath it. And that game is going to conclude as, by the way of the 8-run rule, in 6 here on the Hub scoreboard, the Bluehawks beat the Vikings 15-2. We're going to take a short break and have a quick post-game wrap-up here. We'll be back in about We'll give it 5 minutes as I compile some stats and do a short post-game show. But here on Consolidated Channel 18 on the Hub scoreboard, the Bluehawks take Game 1 of this doubleheader, 15-2. We'll be back shortly.
Are you ready for summer fun and adventure? Spend an exciting time at Badlands Ministries just south of Medora, where you'll grow in faith and have the time of your life. For over 90 years, Badlands Ministries has provided a safe place for people of all ages and denominations to experience Christ's love. Take a leap of faith and enjoy the many activities from ropes courses, fun Bible studies, crazy games, hiking, swimming, campfires, songs, skits, and more. Call or go to badlandsministries.org. See you at camp.
You have big dreams for your community. At Rivera, so do we. Giving back more than $1 million locally each year. It's something bigger than time and money. We give heart. Wearing bright yellow and lending a hand. It's not just giving back.
Watch your step.
It's building forward.
Nice and easy.
With local sponsorships and decision making, the impact is felt everywhere. It's who we are. Rivera. Let's forge ahead together.
Do you think Benny Paulson from Breaking 8 has only played one gig?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to my first gig. After this concert, I'm retiring.
Of course not. Whether you're in a band playing multiple gigs a week or a family running multiple devices in your house, you need the speed and reliability to keep up. Multi-gig speeds with no lag, no buffering, always running at maximum volume. Feel like a rock star and call Consolidated for the multi-gig speed you need to amp up your internet today.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Need a new car? Well, Dan is your man.
What do you mean I'm your man?
Well, you're the one that came up with the idea of free car washes for life.
That was a great idea. Look, here comes another one.
Da-da-da! Crime fighters to the rescue!
Buy any vehicle from Dan Porter Motors and enjoy free car washes for life.
Gonna need more bubbles.
Wait a second. Who's Bubbles?
Dan Porter Motors, baby approved, grown up guaranteed.
Back here at Rivera Field for the Game 1 post-game show, a game that saw the Bluehawks with a 15-2 win here. A game that going in was a pitcher's duel the first 5 innings, where both teams, it was tied 1-1 after 3, and then in the fourth, Kennedy Stone with a 1-out hit a double, and then 2 batters later, Jenna Decker hit her in with a single that tied the game up at 1-1. And then in the 5th, after a double by Avery Kuklinski, she was hit in by Anna Kowalik on a single, and then advanced on the 2nd, and the Bluehawks found themselves down 2-1. And I'm not sure what Coach Fleury said in between innings, but that inspired the Bluehawks to have one of their best innings probably in quite some time. They scored 14 runs there on 11 hits. They only had 1 going into this game, going into the 6th. Then they batted around twice. They scored 14 runs, and that was all Ava Yanner needed, as she had a tremendous pitching performance as well, going the distance, pitching all 6 innings, giving up 2 runs on believe it would have been just 2 hits, no errors, and 5 strikeouts as that wrapped up game 1. The final line is the Bluehawks had 15 runs on 11 hits. They had no errors and only left 3 runners on base. The Vikings had 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, 2 runners left on base. As we've got the next game coming up here in about 15 minutes here live on Consolidated Channel 18. We're going to take a break as we get the lineups, get everything written down, and we will see you back here shortly for Game 2 of this doubleheader as the Bluehawks look to go for a 4-game sweep. We'll be back right after this on Consolidated Channel 18.